What's up, everybody? It's your boy Big Dre, coming at you with another video. This one's gonna be on a special project. Been working on this for a few months. Finally glad to get it finished. I have taken it out to the range. I put about 100 rounds through it. This thing shoots absolutely amazingly, just perfectly. I love the way this thing shoots. This is probably as high end as you're gonna get in a build that is done yourself versus buying already done. I'm gonna go through and break down everything that's on here, but first I want to give a special shout out to John and Aura over at Smoke Composites. They made this build possible. They went above and beyond. When I reached out to them, I stumbled across their products, and I hadn't seen really too many videos on their products, and I wanted to do a build using them. So I reached out to them, and we were able to work out some stuff. And they don't sell their hand guards in a 16-inch, which is what I was wanting to build, was a 16-inch. So they custom made me one in a 16-inch. For this project. Their stocks are a solid piece, so there is no buffer tube. It's all one piece. So they custom made me a buffer tube to match the handguard. It's made out of the same batch of material. These handguard and buffer tube are made out of a carbon fiber and resin composite, hence the name Smoke Composites. The carbon fiber and resin blend, when mixed together, looks like it has smoke flowing through it. I know it's probably hard for you to see in this lighting, but you can see in different spots how you can see like a smoky look flowing through it. So that's where the name Smoke Composites comes from, I do believe. And that's why I named this project Smoke, because it looks like smoke. With this grip that's on here from Ergo Grips, it has that smoky look to it as well. Even though it's supposed to be camo, it looks like a smoke. Hence the name, Project Smoke. This is the lightest handguard that I've ever seen in my life. It weighs nothing. So when I put it on here, the heavy thing about this thing is the barrel nut and the screws that go in the barrel nut. That's the heavy thing about this entire handguard. So when I was going through this project, the goal was to build the lightest 16-inch AR that I could build. And I was supposed to be building this in a 224 Valkyrie. But after working on another Valkyrie project and seeing some hiccups we were having with it and stuff, I decided not to go with 224 Valkyrie. Because I didn't feel like dealing with the headache. The ammo is very scarce in my area, and when I do find it, it's very expensive. So I ended up going with 5.56 223. So with the Smoke Composites handguard, underneath you have a Faxon gunner barrel, which is a heavy-duty barrel that tapers down into a pencil barrel as you go towards the front. It has a mid-length gas system. The gas block and the gas tube are Faxon as well to match the barrel. The bolt carrier group in here is a Faxon bolt carrier group to match the barrel. The muzzle brake on here is the BD6 Epsilon. Fantastic muzzle brake. and it fits perfectly with the Indian Creek Designs blast forwarding device you see here. Excuse that noise, that's the air conditioner kicking on. But this particular blast forwarding device is great because when you're not using it as a blast forwarding device, as you can see, you can use it for a forward grip. But you basically just slide it on, get your threads going. This is gonna be kind of difficult doing it from this angle, but I'm gonna attempt to for you. See if I can get this going. There we go. So basically you screw that on, and now it's a blast forwarding device. So when you're at an indoor range or you're taking a class, as you're shooting, it's blasting all of the concussive forces forward, away from you and away from people around you. So people are not getting blown away with gas and concussion and stuff like that. He sent me the short one, he sent me the long one, he sent me the Picatinny mount so you can use it for the forward grip. He sent a couple of these covers to go on your threads or thread protectors. So I'm not using it as a forwarding or forward grip, and I can throw this thread protector on here to protect the threads, and I still have something to hold on to as a forward grip type deal, and I can still use the device, or I can take it off, take the thread protector off and put it on here and use the device here. So it's a beautiful system, man. He did a great job. It's very lightweight. It looks heavy, but it's actually really lightweight. And then I want to give a shout out to Ergo Grips. They provided the grips. This is their Never Quit grip that goes over the mag well. This is their standard grip for your AR-15. It also, that set also comes with rail covers, and that's the M-Lock rail covers and the Picatinny rail covers. Now, with this being a special blend of carbon fiber and resin, the carbon fiber Picatinny rail that runs along the top of this is a little bit thicker than your traditional Picatinny. So these fit actually really well, but the Magpul Imbus front sight, it was a little tricky trying to get it on there, but it is on there. As far as the buffer tube, there is a little bit of wiggle in here, but other than that, it works perfectly. The charging handle on this project is an Odin Works, and it does have the red extended latch. I figured since I had the Strike Industries Viper mod stock on here, this is the FDE version with the rubber pad on the end, and it has the red in here where you would put your quick detach for your sling mount. I went ahead and got the red handle on the charging handle. Also, this is an Aero Precision upper and lower. It is Cerakoted by them in FDE. So you have the matching barrel, which is, the matching barrel gas system, which is the Faxon barrel gas system, the Faxon bolt carrier group. You have the Vortex Strike-Fire 2. This is the red and green dot variant. Also sitting behind that is the Vortex 3x red dot magnifier. I do have the mount on this backwards, as I am a right-handed shooter. So when you flipped it, I wanted it to flip this way to get out of my way, so it's not impeding my vision anyway. So it does have that on there. Now I will say, when I added these on there, it did add a lot of weight to the gun. So actually, if I take it off, it's probably the lightest gun you'll ever hold as far as a 16-inch goes. But with these on there, it actually feels about the same as an average rifle. The trigger in this is a Rise Armament SA trigger. It is a 3.5 pound trigger. Has no creep, zero. As soon as you apply pressure, it's breaking immediately. There's no over travel, there's no creep, no nothing. You apply pressure, it fires. Love this trigger, especially for double taps. Now, when I took this to the range initially, I had just regular pins in here. I didn't have anti-walks in here. I forgot to get some. So when we were out there shooting at the range, it blew this front pin out. And oddly enough, it blew the pin out, but I still was able to shoot the last 30 rounds or so of ammo with no issue. It never even affected the functionality of the gun. So I've since replaced the pins and put in anti-walk pins. Those are Rise Armament anti-walk pins. The trigger guard down here at the bottom, that is a BCM gunfighter. It is polymer, and like I said, I was going for a lightweight build on this gun. The Magpul Imbus backup flip-up sights, they do work with this perfectly because this flips out of the way, so this still flips up like it's supposed to. That one flips up because of the way this rail is made and the material. It is a little tricky to get this one up, so I have to do a little bit of, I have to press here to get it up versus just using this to get it up. And you can see it's a little bit harder to close. But other than that, everything on this thing is beautiful. As far as the controls go, they are just mil-spec controls. It's a DPMS mil-spec setup. Actually, I think that's the Aero Precision setup. Yeah, that's the Aero Precision lower porch kit. Never mind. I used the DPMS in another project that we were working on. But everything else is pretty much mil-spec as far as the internals go. But as far as the major parts, they're all high-end parts. If you were to actually build this gun and pay for everything involved, you're probably looking at about $2 grand. So it was a good thing that I was able to work with some partners and get some things donated to the project. And so it actually came out a little cheaper than that overall. But this is a fantastic project. This gun shoots amazingly, as you can see from the little video clip I had in here, the little montage. We were having fun shooting it at the range, just checking it out, doing a functionality test. It wasn't an accuracy test. That will be coming up in the next video I do on this project when I go to the range with Marvin. He is the owner of Smartt Firearms Instructions. Check him out on YouTube. And he's also one of my co-instructors. He's an actual instructor, as I'm an assistant in the cadre at Citizen Safety Academy as well. So I just wanted to show you out this project, let y'all know, hey, this is something I've been working on. I want this to be better than the previous project that I did, which you all never got to see that one. You've seen clips of it in my intro. There's a project in there. It's a red, black, and gray Aero Precision build that I did a couple of years ago. That was my absolute favorite rifle ever. That gun was 100% Aero Precision with Magpul furniture on it. And this one, to me, exceeds everything that other one could do. I actually, I really enjoy this one right here. And I did some different things on this one that I didn't do on the first one. So I'm glad I went ahead and built this one and got it ready. Doesn't have a light on it yet. I do have to get a mount. This is the light that's going on it. This is the Olight M1X Striker. It is a 1,000 lumen light. It does have like 5 different brightness settings. It has a strobe setting, and that's the button to change the functionality of it right there. It does have momentary on as well. So this is a light that will be going on there. It is rechargeable. and it uses 118-650. So that's what it uses. And it also came with a charger as well, which I have it in the room plugged up. This one is my EDC light. I did a video on it and I was saying it was 1,000 lumens, but actually it's 500 lumens. It's 300 lumens on the low setting and 500 on the high setting. This one goes down to from 100 lumens up to 1,000 lumens on the high setting. So this one will be mounted on here at some point. I'm not sure exactly when. I've got to find a mount that I like and get it ordered, and then I'll get it installed on here. But this is Project Smoke. This is a project that I've been waiting to get done for a while. Finally got it done. Went and shot it a couple of weeks ago. I let my buddy G.R.A.V.I.T.E.E shoot it. I let my girl shoot it. And of course I shot it. And I couldn't have been happier with any project that I've worked on than I am with this one. It turned out to be a beautiful gun. And it's still pretty lightweight. It's not too bad. But it's just something that I was proud of. And I look forward to getting many years of use out of it. I think if you decide you want to work on a project, you want to build something lightweight, you should give them a try over at Smoke Composites. Check out some of their products. I think it'd be highly. And not only will you be impressed with the quality that you're going to get, you're going to love the customer service that you get from them. They're very responsive. They do listen. If they say they're going to do something, they do make it happen. They do it. So give them a call or go to the website, order you some stuff. They've got stocks, they've got hand guards, they've got the end plates, which you probably can't see very well, but the end plate on this is carbon fiber as well. And it was made by them also. It's made by Smoke Composites. So when I say they have everything, they have everything. You're absolutely gonna love their website. You can get all this stuff from them. As far as the hand guard, you can get the barrel nuts, end plates, you can get the castle nuts, you can get all that stuff right there on their website. You can get the little pieces here, like the Picatinny rail sections. I got that from their website. So I mean, go check them out. Use the Smoke 20 coupon code. That was a code that she gave me for all my viewers. You all use that Smoke 20 coupon code and you'll get 20% off your entire order. I actually used it myself when I ordered some of the stuff that's on this project. So I know that code does work. And it's been there for a while. I've posted it and flashed it in videos, but I'm actually officially giving it to you now. So remember, Smoke 20, 20% off, smokecomposites.com. Go check them out, guys. But this is Project Smoke, and I'll give y'all an update on it as soon as possible. I'd already recorded this once, and I lost all the footage, so I had to do it again. So I apologize if it's not as fabulous as it would have been before I got all the footage I had with Project Bama. But due to technical difficulties, I lost all the good footage and I'm having to do it all over again. So when we do the shooting review video, I'll make sure that that's a much better video for you guys, all right? Hope y'all have a blessed day, man, and I'll definitely catch y'all on the next one. Deuces.